Hello students, this is a class for B.A. Part 3 English Literature students, and we will be reading the poem Last Ride Together by Robert Browning. We have already read one poem by Robert Browning, and the title of that poem was My Last Duchess. It was a dramatic monologue, and this poem also is a dramatic monologue. We all know that Robert Browning was the master of writing dramatic monologues, and this is considered to be one of his best poem. It's a love poem, but it has also a philosophical revelation on love, life, success, and failure. He talks in detail about his ideas on love, life, success, and failure in the poem. The poem actually narrates a story of a lover who is rejected, dejected, declined in love, but the lover begs for a last ride together with his beloved. The beloved accepts this proposal, and then the philosophical thought process of the lover is presented in the poem as to how he feels during this last ride. It expresses a robust optimism on the part of the lover. The poem abounds in similes, metaphors, and varied imageries. The poem is written in iambic pentameter. You all know what iambic pentameter is. A 10 syllabic line is called iambic pentameter, where there is an alternative stress. The rhyme scheme is typically A A B B C D D E E E C in all the 10 stanzas of 11 lines each. So let us read the poem. It's very interesting. You all have come to know that it's a story of a lover who is dejected in love. So I read the poem. I said, the lover said, then, dearest. Actually, this poem is a dramatic monologue, and this is addressed to a silent listener, and the silent listener in the poem is the beloved, and the lover says, then, dearest, since it is so. Since it is so means because the situation is this, that you have declined my love, you have declined my proposal. Since the situation is so, since the uh, things are like this only, since now at length I know my fate. At length means in detail, fully, absolutely. I know my fate, I know my destiny, that you have declined me. Since nothing all my love avails. I have expressed my love, but it avails nothing. Absolutely, he is dejected, but he is in a way accepting what has happened in his life, and in a very bold way. Since all my life seemed meant for, all fails. I am reading the line, just try to understand. Since all fails, what all? All my life seemed meant for. Everything that my life meant for. And what was the meaning of his life? He believes that the meaning of his life contained in the love that he had for his beloved, but it fails. The purpose of his life was to love this lady, but it fails. Since this was written, since this was written in his fate, since this was his destiny, and needs must be. And if this was written in his fate, it must be there. My whole heart rises up to bless your name in pride and thankfulness. His heart is full of love. He is proud. Why he is proud? Because he feels that at least he loved that lady. And thankfulness. Take back the hope you gave. Although his hopes are turned down, his hopes are uh, disillusioned. He is disillusioned. He says, take back the hope you gave. Somewhere he felt that she also loves him, but this hope is taken away. He says, you can take back the hope that you gave. I claim only a memory of the same. Memory of that happy time that they have spent together. And this beside. What else he claims? He wants to ask one more thing. Beside this, apart from this, if you will not blame, if you don't take it otherwise, your leave, your permission for one more last ride with me. The lover proposes for a last ride with him. My mistress bent that brow of hers. Bent the brow means it's actually an expression of thinking, considering of the proposal of the lover. My mistress bent that brow. Brow is forehead. She bent her forehead, those deep dark eyes where pride demurs when pity would be softening through. There was pride in their eyes, in her eyes. Pride is there. But then he sees that pity is also softening through. She fixed a breathing while or two with life or death in the balance. It was the time taken by the beloved, and the time was short enough. It was only a breathing while or two means it was maybe a minute long, but it fixed me. The lover stands in a fix with life or death in the balance. He all it was a question of life and death for him, right? And the beloved answers, right. Right means she accepts this, all right, we will have this last ride together. The blood replenished me again. The blood started moving once again in his veins. My last thought was at least not vain. It was not, it did not go in vain. Means his last wish, last thought was fulfilled. I and my mistress, side by side, shall be together, shall breathe, shall ride together. So one day more I am deified. Deified means he feels as if he is blessed. Deified means he feels glorified like gods, like angels. So I am deified. I feel great. Who knows? But the world may end tonight. This line is taken as the example of his robust optimism. He believes, who knows? The world is actually, the life is very uncertain. And he says, who can tell that this night will not come to an end? And maybe the world also come to an end with this night. Who knows? Maybe the world will come to an end tonight. Then maybe it will be a lifetime of togetherness, the lover imagines. Hush means in a in this word he tries to communicate everything else to stop. He is trying to focus on one single emotion, and then he draws your attention by this word hush. चुप रहने के लिए कहता है, पूरी शांति के लिए कहता है. थिंक ऑफ दिस ओनली. ऐसा वो कहना चाहता है. वॉट, क्या कहना चाहता है? इफ यू सा सम वेस्टर्न क्लाउड all billowy bosomed, Billowy bosom means below is actually wave. So wavy bosomed, very high rising waves. So if the cloud is there in the western side, and it looks like a big wave is there in the cloud, overbowed by many benedictions. Benediction is blessing. Overbowed, it is bowed down by many benedictions, many blessings. And what are these blessings on the cloud, which is so billowy? Suns, the benediction of sun means it is filled with the light of the sun. The moon is also there, and evening star at once. He, the poet is talking about the evening time, the time of setting sun, when the moon also has appeared in the sky. On one side, the sun is there setting, and evening star, that is Venus. Venus is considered to be the goddess of love. So she is also there. The evening star is also there at once. And so you, in the same manner, just as the cloud is blessed by all these blessings, in the same manner you is used for the beloved. So means in the same manner you, looking and loving best, conscious grew. You grew conscious. The lady grew conscious. Your passion drew. You also controlled your passion. Cloud, sunset, moonrise, starshine too, down on you, near and yet more near, till flash must fade for heaven was here. Thus means in this manner. Actually, the beloved is trying to climb on the horse, the lover is helping her to climb on the horse, and in this process they come very near. So the beloved was actually bent on the lover, and this condition he compares with a long comparison. Is it's an imagery of the cloud over which these blessings are there. So down on you, near and yet more near. The beloved was so near till flash must fade. Flash is used for the physical being. So he seems to be so lost in this moment that all physical reality around him fades. For why? Because heaven was here. Because he felt as if it was heaven only. It was the best thing that could happen to him. Thus, means in this manner, leaned she. She bowed down on his lover and lingered. She stayed for a moment or so over the lover, joy and fear. It was a moment of joy, extreme joy because beloved was so near, and fear that in the very next moment the beloved will part away. She will sit on the horse and be gone. Thus means in this manner she lay a moment on my breast. She was there on his bosom. Then we began to write. The lovers begin this last ride. My soul smoothed itself out. The lover feels as if his soul has come out of the body, it has smoothed itself out. And he compares his soul with a long cramped scroll, as if it was a paper which was cramped. It was a mutilated paper which became smooth and came out. He wants to say that until and unless the beloved has not given her answer, until and unless he has not proposed, his soul was filled with so many questions, so many doubts, and these doubts, anxiety, and this kind of thing made his soul cramped like a mutilated paper. But since the things are clear now, so his soul has become smoothed itself out. It has become smooth, freshening, and like a smooth paper, freshening and fluttering in the wind. Flutter means fadfadana. The fluttering in the wind, past hopes already lay behind. जो उम्मीदें थी in the past, they already lay behind. He is not bothered about that. He is living in present. That is important. What need to strive with a life which is awry? Why should one struggle with a life which has went wrong? गलत डायरेक्शन में जो चली गई, which has failed, जो उसके काम की नहीं रही. Why need to struggle with that? Had I said that, ऐसा कहा होता, had I done this, ऐसा कर दिया होता, तो so I might gain. Generally people keep thinking about this when they fail, कि I missed there, I missed there, I missed to say that. Perhaps if I had said that, she would be mine. Perhaps if I had done that, she would have been mine. So I might gain. Had I said that, or had I done this, maybe I might have gained. Maybe I might have been successful. So might I miss. But it is also quite possible that if I had said or done this or that, I might have missed even this last right. Might she have loved me? Is it possible that she might have loved me because of this or that? Just as well, she might have hated. Because of those very words or deeds, it is also quite possible that she might have hated me. Who can tell? No one can tell this. It's a rhetorical question, and this means who can tell means no one can tell. Where had I been now? If the worst befell means happened. And what is the worst? Worst is that she would not agree to this last rite. So where would have I been if she declined even the last rite? And here we are writing. So he says, I don't regret what I missed. If I had said this or done that, maybe I might have won, but he is not worried about that. He's not bothered about that anymore. He says, I am satisfied with the thing of today. Here we are writing she and I. He is happy with that. Fail I alone? Am I the only one in this world that has failed? Fail I alone in words and in deeds? Why? He says, why? All men strive. ऐसा कौन नहीं है इस दुनिया में जो स्ट्राइव नहीं करता, स्ट्रगल नहीं करता? All men strive. Everyone struggles. And who succeeds? कितने लोग हैं उनमें जो सफल होते हैं? Who succeeds among them? We rode. At least I am riding with my beloved. It seemed my spirit flew, saw other regions, saw other cities new. He feels himself elated. He feels as if he is in a new world. जैसे नई दुनिया में पहुंच गया है. As the world rushed by on either side. Look at the lines. These are beautiful lines. The world was rushing on both the sides. दुनिया भाग रही है, but he seems to be focused in that moment. He is there with his beloved in this moment, all together. I thought, और ऐसे इन moments में, in the moments of this togetherness, the lover says, I thought all labor, everyone works hard, everyone strives, सभी मेहनत करते हैं, yet no less bear up beneath their unsuccess. लेकिन कितने हैं जिनको नहीं करना पड़ता, बियर नहीं करना पड़ता, वहन नहीं करना पड़ता अंडर देयर अनसक्सेस? मोस्ट ऑफ देम. ही वांट्स टू कम्युनिकेट दैट नो लेस, सभी करते हैं, लेकिन नो लेस, कोई भी ऐसा नहीं है जो बियर नहीं करता अपनी अनसक्सेस. मीन्स एवरी वन इज नॉट एब्सोल्यूटली सक्सेसफुल. Even he wants to communicate that even the most successful people have some kind of unsuccess on their efforts. They are not 100% successful. Look at the end of the work. When you accomplish, when you complete the work, contrast the petty done and undone vast. Just contrast. एक कंपैरिजन करिए, एक कॉन्ट्रास्ट करिए कि पैटी डन जो आप वास्तव में करना चाहते थे वो बहुत कम हुआ है, पैटी डन, एंड अनडन कितना है, वास्ट, टू मच, much of what you wanted to do is undone ultimately. This present of theirs, कॉन्ट्रास्ट क्या करना है, द प्रेजेंट ऑफ theirs, आज वो जहां है वो किससे, विद द होपफुल पास्ट, जिस उम्मीद के साथ उन्होंने पास्ट में शुरू किया था. कंपेयर दैट, कॉन्ट्रास्ट दैट, what they have achieved today and what were their hopes in the past. I hoped she would love me. मेरी उम्मीद क्या थी, इट वॉज वास्ट, बहुत बड़ी थी, क्या, कि शी वुड लव मी, एंड हियर वी राइट, और हम कर क्या रहे हैं, वी राइट. तो लाइक अदर पीपल आई हैव ऑल्सो अचीव्ड समथिंग, आई एम एबल टू राइट. Just as other people achieve petty, means a small quantity of their, a small success they achieve, in the same manner I also achieve a small success. So what's wrong in that? Students, we will do this much only today, and tomorrow we will take up from here only. Thank you.